When we talk about democracy, I believe it's not unfamiliar. It's an everyday word that we hear at the lecture halls, on TV, radio, public transport, literally everywhere we find ourselves, we are talking about democracy. And so, defining the term democracy, it is a system of government in which state powers is vested in the hands of the people, and it is often exercised directly or indirectly through a system of representation. And so, in other words, or in the short form, democracy is simply a government by the people. I believe we all know that democracy is a government by the people. As others will say, it is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, in Ghana here, when we talk about the people of Ghana, according to recent demographics, let's go back to 2022. It's assessed that as of 2022, the total population of Ghana was about 33.48 million. Now let's jump to 2024. Currently, we are about 34.45 million, and that's an increase of about 3% from 2022 to 2024. Now with this figure we currently have as our entire population, the youth of Ghana actually occupies or constitutes a significant portion of about 57%. And what does that indicate to you? That the youth occupies more than half of the entire population of Ghana. The statistics I just made, it's simple, and it offers an argument that if the youth occupies a larger number of our entire population, then it is necessary for the youth to be at the center of our decision making. Do we agree?
Yes.
We are more than half of the entire population of Ghana. So why is it that there will be decision making and we will not be part of it? We are the majority, and majority rule is one of the key features of democracy that is indisputable. Right. Wait. And so that's the argument I am offering, that if we are more than half of the entire population, then we always have to be at the center of the decision-making process. And of course, you will believe with me that our participation in the democratic process is a right that we have as people, and this is enshrined in the Constitution of Ghana. Right. That notwithstanding, it is not just about having it as our right in participating, but looking at the fact that we are more than half of the population, it becomes a necessary responsibility, a necessary civic responsibility that we are supposed to uphold as the young people of the country. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Right. It becomes a necessity for us to, be involved in our democratic process. Right. And so encouraging the youth participation in the democratic process becomes a crucial for building a vibrant and inclusive democracy. It is essential to empower young people with the knowledge, skills, and opportunities to engage in the political process and make our voices heard. Oftentimes we ask ourselves, or some will even say that we are tired. If this government comes, I don't benefit. If the other one comes, I don't benefit. So why should I worry myself? I remember I used to say that why should I wake up like 3 a.m., go and join the queue to vote, and at the end of the day, do what? We used to say that, forgetting that there are numerous factors or benefits and other good things that will come about, and as a country will all enjoy if we, the youth, will rise up to play a pivotal role in the decision-making process of our country. Now, what does the youth bring to the table when it comes to decision or the democratic process of Ghana? One, we bring about fresh perspectives, and that is, as a youth, we call ourselves Gen Z, right? Like we know what's up, we know what is going about or what is going on, and so we bring our new ideas, our innovative thinking the political process, which can help address long-standing challenges and bring about positive change. And for instance, we can talk about technological innovation. Now, most of the youth are, in one way or the other, are engaging in a lot of things that's in technological wise, bringing about new things to our world now. And so the youth, we are full of that energy in bringing about new perspective that when considered and added to what we already have, can bring about something good to our country. Again, there's what we call intergenerational dialogue. That is, when the youth are allowed to participate in the democratic process, they have the opportunity to interact with the older people or those who are already in leadership roles. We get the chance to experience their wisdom, and that we combine it with our fresh perspective in order to bring about better and new things for our country. Notwithstanding, there is also inclusive decision making that comes about, and that means that the youth will not be denied of their rights and responsibility, but then they are included in the decision-making process of Ghana. We also get to celebrate the youth contribution. People now get tired because they feel even when they do it, they don't get the applause of men. They are not being celebrated. And so if we are allowed to be part of the decision-making process and we bring about innovative thinking, innovative ideas, we get the chance to be celebrated. And you know what that brings about? It will motivate others to keep bringing about new things. I know a friend who was working for a company without taking salary because he felt he wants to do something to add to his CV for his future aspiration. So he kept on working for the company without taking salary every month. And it got to a point that, he's a human being. He was tired. He must always commute from home to work and back to the house. And so you, the worker, you are expected to at least show some form of appreciation. And that wasn't coming. So if you are the person, what would you do? You back out. You get to a point, you just stop. Because you are not being celebrated for the good thing you are doing. If we actively get involved in the decision-making process, mind you, we will definitely get to be celebrated for what we bring to the table. And the final thing I would like to touch on is that accountability, that if we participate in the democratic process, we, the young people, who hold those in government or those who have the chance to be our leaders, we will hold them accountable for whatever initiatives they bring on board. They will be accountable for their actions and then ensure that they prioritize the needs and the interests of the youth and the whole people at large.